Hi everybody, this is Dave here. I'm here today in response to a gentleman on YouTube who's an electrical engineer, and he told me that it was impossible for me to have any kind of way to go from the hotline or L1 to ground to the load and make it work. So this is what this video is about, and I'm not trying to prove him wrong. I wasn't even going to make this video, but what I'm doing here is going to help all of you out. So let's check it out. Right now, you can see the fan going. We're going to come over here, and we're going to start the microwave up just for a minute. Get a coffee in there. See that that's working. It works full power. Use it all the time. You see the fan is working. We're going to get into the gang box here in a minute, and I'm going to show you some diagrams of what exactly is going on. So after this minute's up, I'm going to unplug the wire, and we're going to open the gang box up. I'm going to show you that I've capped off the neutral, and we're going directly to ground. So it's going from line 1 or whatever, line 2, whatever line is being used here, through the load and to ground. And so the energy being used on my gang box at this point is free charge. So here we got about 11 seconds left on the microwave, and just count that down. Boom, that's ended. Okay, so we're going to come over here, and I'm going to unplug the cable there. You can see that I just unplugged that. Fan turned off, and the microwave's off. Okay, so we're going to come over here, going to unplug all this. And now what we've got is a capacitor right here. I'm going to show you what kind later. This is my magneto coil. Oh, let me call it the magneto coil. And it's a magnet. And what it is a magnet with a coil that runs. It's a barrel magnet with a coil that runs through it and around it. And I'll show you the diagram of how that works here after we get done proving that I capped off the neutral line. So we don't need to do all that. We just come here. I'm hoping this doesn't take too long. So just 2 screws. But I'm only one hand. Alright. So we're going to open the gang box. And you can see white line is capped off. The green line coming in. Oh, and I do have another magnet in here. There's a magneto coil that goes to the ground line. I forgot about that. So that goes to the ground, magneto coil, and it goes there. And the ground wire comes from this is a hot wire. Let's see where the ground wire is. Oh, here it is. Some wire coming in right here. Okay, so we got the ground. It goes right to here. It's coming to the neutral. You can see it's green wire coming from the input cord right here. Right here. Green wire. Hopefully we can see that. Right here. White wire. Capped off. Okay, see it? Make sure everybody can see it. Otherwise, everything's the same. Green wire goes right to where the neutral wire would go. And then it just goes back over there to the other side. And then this magneto coil here goes to ground. So this is a magneto coil. It is a one wire coming out and it goes right to the ground. Let's see if we can get this to show you real closely. That's where the ground goes in there, and it goes right to that ground line right there. So it's the magneto coil, and it goes to that ground, and you'll see the reason for that here in a minute. So conclusively, once again, we got the white wire capped off. I'm going to put it back where it goes. The black line comes in, and I'll show you how that all works out. Put it back together. I'm just going to put this down for right now. And put this back together real quick. Because I'll never be able to get it with one hand. I almost got one screw in, so this won't take much longer. And I'll show you why that's important. That was important to have that magneto coil on the ground. And all my ground fault interrupts are still work very well. Okay, so it's back together. Screws are in. And plug it in here. Plug it in here. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to pick this up. And plug it in there. Okay, so I got all those plugged in. Now we're going back over here. Plug this back in. And we got the fan. Now, I want to show you something cool. Come back over here, and I'm going to put in my tester. And you can see that the tester is all good. Just unplugged the microwave. Okay, so everything tests out good. I also want to show you. I also want to show you this. The ground fault interrupts are okay. So everything works as it's supposed to, and we went directly to ground. And so now I'm going to show you exactly how this works. So right here, let's just go right here is line 1 coming in. We have the capacitor right here, and this is a 7 microfarad capacitor. Capacitor looks like this. That's not a real good picture, but that's the kind of capacitor I'm using. We have the magneto coil. I told you it's a barrel magnet. I'm using a 25-pound pole magnet. You just stuff the coils in there, as many coils as you can get. I use 12-gauge wire inside the magnet, and come and wrap it around back outside the magnet, and just bring it down to the other side of the capacitor. You can see that this connection here to here leaves your capacitor as the new neutral. You have 0 volts coming across this capacitor. So it comes down here across the load, and this here represents the load. Now, what I didn't draw is the reciprocal, and inside the reciprocal, we had the magneto coil that went directly to the ground. So I should have drew that. I should have drew that out, and that would just come right here. So if we're looking at it from an electrical viewpoint here, it would just be this. And we draw another little magneto coil here. And this just goes like this. Boom. So that goes in just like that. If this was this would be in the reciprocal. So it's just what that's doing is this will actually draw like a little bit of a current kind of thing from the inside. Actually, kind of like a series part of the load, but what it does is it gives the ground what it needs to continue with the safety operations with respect to the now I can't. Now I'm having a brain meltdown with these GFIs. So without that magneto coil, this GFI wouldn't be working, and we wouldn't get a good reading. We wouldn't be getting a good reading with the tester. And that's the difference. So. It's very simple. Just get yourself a little barrel magnet, make yourself a magneto coil, go across 7 microfarads, and necessarily need to be sitting at 13 microfarads, fine, whatever. Just make sure it's something like this, and it could even be protected. That's good. And I believe this particular one, yes, it is. It's protected. Let's see if you can see. It's got a resistor going across, so it's protected. And it's that simple. So for those of you who have the capability of building something like this, I suggest that you do. You'll save yourself a lot of money. And with that, I'm out.